Everyone, welcome on my channel. Today we're going to play some first base. Day 3 was just released. We need to see our Yandere Dakota again. Let's begin. Lion. Sheer. College. What do you even have to say about it? It's college. There's not much to talk about. Your experience thus far has proven to be normal. That isn't normal at all. It's boring. You were never the type to really go out of your way for anything. Rarely attending your previous school's prep rallies, which I was forced to, dances, or sports festivals. Never had to do those though. But you're kind of missed the option to do so now that you're here. Once you realize that you decide now was a better time than ever to try putting yourself out there. Even if out there is just a shade near the baseball field. Unconsciously find yourself walking by there every now and then while studying a book, Taming the Shrew, for your psychology class. It's interesting enough of a read. They enjoyed it, but casually enough that doesn't take up all your attention. Sometimes you stop reading to watch the baseball players practice. It's a good start for you. The players are smart and fun to talk to when they're benched, and you've been able to make some friends for it, even though you don't play yourself. They don't want me in that doing baseball at all. I'll probably hit myself with the baseball bat by accident. Another thing you're grateful for is that they're all very coordinated. The chance of being hit by a stray ball is little to none. Little to none doesn't mean it won't happen eventually, though. We spoke too soon. Hey, watch out! A baseball is coming straight towards your face. You squeeze your eyes shut. Expecting a hard knock on your head. But it doesn't happen. Thank God. Someone caught it. It's Dakota. Wait. Is that... You search your brain. You know that face. Upon recognition, you cause name and confusion. Dakota. Clay? Ah, that's me. You okay? Blinking your eyes as Dakota shiftily tosses the ball to the pitcher. You answer. Yeah, thank you. I should have noticed it in time. I was a bit preoccupied with... pulls out the book. You stumble over your words for a second. Well, what I mean is, I'm sorry. I was sidling anyways. It's no problem. Plus, you're cute. It's any guy's dream to protect a cute girl like you. Your face flushed. Is he flirting with you? Yes, he is. Not that you mind at all. You only heard the positive things about the guy. And when you talked to him before a few times, he seemed quite nice. He thought his accent was attractive. To be fair, he found it all about him attractive. Thank you. You're pretty cool too. Oh yeah, you think so? I mean, yeah, of course I do. In that case, first of all, thank you very much. Secondly, would you want to go out sometime for a date? I'd love to get to know you more. Yes, wait, I need to read it again. I already know everything about you. Go on a date, because no matter what, we'll have to go on a date with him. Sure, why not? Awesome. How about tomorrow for lunch at afternoon? We could go wherever you want. Dakota seems determined to make this lunch date. It works for you, so... Sounds good to me. Dakota smiles smile goes wider as you exchange contact information, spraying warmth and positively. You give him a positive nod before you go your separate ways, your feet taking you back to your apartment. All your classes out for the day. With all your classes out for the day, you feel a sense of liberation and freedom wash over you. The weight of the world is temporarily lifted, and you reveal in the opportunity to be alone. The thought of tomorrow makes you smile as you snuggle into your warm bed. You wake up a little earlier than usual, aside for your date with Dakota. He'll be here to pick you up at 15 minutes to noon. With a stretch and yawn, you slip out of the bed and pad over the window, peering out at the world below. The streets are still relatively quiet at this hour, but a gentle hum of activity is starting to rise. Birds chirp merrily in the trees, and the freshly cut grass wavels for the air. It's a serene moment. You feel a sense of peace. It's quite unusual for you to be up at this hour, but it's pleasant. Maybe you should try to make a hobby of it, of waking up up early. A smile spreads across your face as you turn away from the window and head to the bathroom. You take your time getting ready, savoring each step as your morning routine. You shower, brush your teeth, and carefully style your hair, wanting to look your best for Dakota. Styling your hair is honestly quite difficult, especially. Do you want to go for a simpler look, and that won't give you a headache, or perhaps a more volumized, fancy appearance, or maybe? Wait, what? Hold on. Do I have a... Yes. You definitely have a crush. Just a small one. A teeny tiny one. Oh no. Is this a date? Probably. You can't help but smile at the thought of Dakota showing up at your door. Once you're dressed, you make yourself a bowl of cereal. Thank goodness that's what you're craving, because you don't have any other options. Student loans already cost a fortune, so you can't fix the selection. You sit at your apartment's desk, a bowl of dry cereal in front of you, and a copy of the Taming of Shrew open in your hands. The morning sunlight filters through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the room. Honestly, it's a bit obvious that they're all getting manipulated. How can't they tell? You shake your head in disbelief, taking in their spoonful of cereal as you think about how strange the plot is. How's this such a conversational book? It should be evident that they're all bad people and need help. I have no idea how people could think that their actions are excusable, much less reasonable. Well, we have a Yandere, so we could ask him. You sigh. How does this garbage get into the modern curriculums? And what's funny, in the first part we were really liking the book, and now we're hating it day one. Maybe because it's written ages ago? With a resigned shrug, you return to your attention to the book, trying to find anything that would make sense to you. But then, right at 11:45, you drop your book and spring up to answer the door. You take a moment before you open the door to take a breath and brush down your shirt. Alright, you got this. You open the door to see Dakota smiling warmly at you. He looks cool and confident, as if you already were great friends. Even though there's nothing obvious, you can't help but feel like it's different. Like his ponytail's neater, and his clothes are more ironed. Maybe it's just his confidence, though. Or all three. Meanwhile, you're having trouble keeping up your butterflies in your stomach. It really is unfair how handsome he is, even though he isn't dressing up. It makes you feel a bit silly for overthinking your appearance earlier. Hey there, Lion, are you ready to go? You smile excitedly, replying, Yes. You blush a bit at your outburst. Dakota, on the other hand, seems amused. Don't look so embarrassed. I'm excited too. You look so calm, though. Do I now? He leans in with a slight giggle, flustering you further. Oh, by the way, you look great today. Your heartbeat quickens. He's so close to you. They smell the fresh scent from his shampoo. Thank you. Dakota backs up, reaching an arm out to replace the space where he was. Are you ready to get going? Yeah. You leave your house, locking the door behind you before you get into Dakota's surprisingly fancy-looking car. Wow, nice car. Thanks. You expect him to elaborate on how he got it, but he just closed his door for you. His family must be pretty wealthy, or maybe he bought it with his money earned from his sports career. Is he making enough from baseball to afford this? I think he's on scholarship for that, though. If it's professional, yeah, he'd make enough. Maybe he bought it in order to look nice for dates. You briefly wonder how many people have oohed and awed over his car, but you brush that thought aside. You're the one he asked out, after all. He took his jersey off before entering the car. Oh, it does look like a nice car from the... That's more room than mine, but I just have a 2-seater. It's a truck. It's more comfortable like this, no? Yeah, I guess. As Dakota drives down the windy roads, the thought of lunchtime possibly fills the air. He turns to you, a warm smile playing across his lips. Where would you like to eat? You hesitate, feeling a sense of politeness. Since you're paying, I think it's only fair if you choose the spot, right? No, you pick. I'm not picky either. Are you sure? Dakota laughs, confusing you for a moment before he speaks up. Lion, appreciate your thoughtfulness, but I'll be fine. What matters right now is you. So you could pick. God, this is kind of cheesy. But the way he says even stuff like that, he's smooth. Alright, what's me think? A flurry of thoughts race from your mind. As you consider the options, you want to choose the place that both delightful and budget friendly. You're a lot of a broke college student after all. After a bit of thinking, a nearby cafe pops in your head. It's charming, unassuming spot known for its tasty and affordable fare. I could see the ideas forming in your eyes. Do you have a place you want to go to? Yes. Let's head over there then. Hold on, I'll put the directions in your phone. You reach for his phone, but before you could grab it, he snatches it with unexpected ferocity, placing it face down on his lap. I prefer if you just told me what it was. Dakota looks a bit nervous, because he'd be caught with photos of us, probably. Dakota looks a bit nervous, much unlike his usual self. However, as quickly as you notice, his regular demeanor returns, replacing expression with one of confidence. I know this area like the back of my hand, so we won't need directions. Oh, sure. It's Book Bread Calf. Dakota's eyes light up in recognition of the place. Good choice. Let's head there right now. As you approach, the divine aroma of fleshy brewed coffee and mouth-watering pastries waffles for whetting your appetites. Dakota puts his jersey back on, giving you a pang of disappointment. He looks good without it. Looks good without and with it on. Not that he doesn't look good all the time. As you enter the quaint cafe, the first thing you notice is the warmth from outside is far stronger here. The level of depth and sensation, as if it was made to be picked apart and learn from just what each sense is. The general buzz of the light, hard conversation and a bit of laughter adds to the sensation, creating a cozy yet lively atmosphere. You never get sick of this place. As you make your way towards the counter, you notice a short line of people waiting patiently for their caffeine fix and pastries. You join the line with Dakota, awkwardly standing in silence as you read the menu. A few items on the menu catches your eye. You decide on strawberry salad with green tea, birthday healthy, flatbed chicken sandwich with passion fruit tea. It's nice and healthy. I don't think I ever did the avocado toast because I've never had it. But I'll choose for the coffee and the apple tart. I have had avocado though, so I'll just do the avocado toast. It's very kind of thing. It's a very you kind of thing. Not really, because I don't have avocado toast before. This apple and the coffee, yeah, I'll take that. After a while less time you thought it would take, you and Dakota reached the line at the front of the line. What can I get you for today? Hi, I would like an avocado toast with an apple tart and a coffee, please. Brisha nods and putting it into the POS. And for you, sir? I'll have the same. You look at him surprised. There's no way he planned to order the exact same food as you. Maybe he hasn't decided what to get and just went with whatever he choose. Oh, just wants to be like make it so we have a connection with him. Because no matter what we choose, he's gonna choose it. Or maybe he just isn't that picky. You escape your thoughts, only to realize that Dakota's paid for the food, and he did say he would. But the worst side honestly thought it was a ploy. Your worst side thought it was a ploy. Dakota tapped lightly on your head, and you two quickly find a table for two near the window, and you take your seats. So you like avocado toast with apple tart and coffee too? Oh, actually I wanted to try what you like. What could be better? Recommendation, right? Actually, I'd never had avocado toast. Oh yeah, I guess. That makes sense. Besides, I like all kinds of food. I haven't eaten anything that I don't like. Mistress grin crosses your face. What if someone ordered you something really strange? Do you like to try it? I bet I would. People wouldn't cook it if it wasn't good. Well, have you seen TikTok? Did you want to try chicken cooked in cough syrup? You laugh at that. You'll have to try it when your kitchen disasters. So, how did you get into baseball? He's already smiling, but now a new light comes into his face as you ask about baseball. Well, it's not that exciting. But when I was little, my dad wanted me to play in sports, so he had me practice different sports in a yard and try out for Little League teams. That's how we discovered that I have a natural talent for baseball. My dad used to say that I had one killer arm, still do. Now it's a double. It's probably double. The neighbors unfortunately did not share my dad's enthusiasm. I still feel bad about their window though. You laugh again. Dakota brushes at your smile. He's so handsome when he blushes. It lights up his face presently. What's your major? Sports medicine, third year. I feel like I should have seen that coming. He laughs. You can feel yourself blushing, even though you can tell he's laughing with you, not at you. I love baseball. I'm fascinated by the human body, so it's perfect major for me. It's amazing how intricate and resistant the human body is. This semester, I'm taking emergency energy management and chemistry too. Wow, that sounds intense. Considering all those classes, how did he squeeze in time for the state? You collapse into a pile of sweat every moment. Nobody looks at you. With a life like this, it's challenging, but also really rewarding. I'm taking the CPR certification test next week. And actually, I got to use some of my training already with one of my teammates. Probably the teammate that asked to wait for the ballas. Wait, really? What happened? He dislocated his kneecap. Yeah. How did he do it? Did he get hit by a baseball bat? Oh. Without thinking, grab your knee. Oh, knee. As a twang of significant pain shots through you. Dakota looks worried for a moment before waving his hand. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. He can't do any sports for the next 6 months, and he has to wear a knee brace, but he'll recover. It's a good thing you were there to help him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he helped him really well. Baseball bat to the knee level. True, but with the way he was yelling, help would have come before long. You didn't need to add that part. Yeah, I was yelling at you, probably. For bursting his kneecap. Thankfully, you hear the barista call out your order. You push back your chair to get up, but the code stops you. You can stay here. I'll get our food. Oh no, you don't have... It's only fair if I help. He smirks as he stands up anyway. He puts a hand lightly on your shoulder to keep your seat. Nope, you got to stay here. You need to stay here to save our table. I'll be right back. You watch him walk towards the counter. You definitely did not think about how good he looks from the back. You especially do not think about his thick black hair or his lean, muscular shoulders. Instead, you turn around to look out the window, thinking about how much fun this day has been already. I do love the little reference, though. Stellar student at local arts college. You always think about going to another one. Instead, you turn around to look out the window, thinking about how much fun this day has already been. You're already thinking about going on another one. Your turns with your food, all in one tray. Tantalizing steams rise from the food and drinks. You can't wait to dig in. Dakota takes a bite. Delicious, just like I knew it would be. Glad you like it. How could I not like something you like? What was that? Oh, nothing. The two of you take a moment to eat, enjoying your lunch. Dakota starts the conversation up again. So what about you? What's your major? Psychology. Fascinating. How have you been analyzing me this whole time? I might have been. Oh, do share, Dr. YN. Alright, but as a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor yet, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Gotcha. Well, I've noticed that you're confident and assertive, and you're very easygoing and funny. So you think I'm charming? So do go on. However, I notice that you often cross your arm over your stomach, which is a sign that you actually feel nervous or defensive, but are trying to hide it. So I wonder if you might be more worried about our date than you let on. Dakota's expression falters for a moment. You definitely should have said that. But it can also be a gesture that people do because they feel comfortable. I think it's later. Dakota's normal, cheerful returns. He laughs. Oh, I see. You were teasing me. You had me there for a moment, Wyan. Yeah, I think it was later. How offensive he got too. And now you're putting me at ease to cover my discomfort I caused. I really should stop analyzing people when they ask me to, or at least until I further along my studies. You feel yourself blushing again. Sorry about that. Psychology's a soft subject, so I can't speak absolutes about it, except for the neurological aspects of it. Not to worry. I should have put you on the spot like that. Although, you do look really cute when you're blushing like that. Maybe I should tease you a little bit more. Maybe he's smooth. I feel like I should be taking notes. He could teach a class on how to flirt and it'll be sold out. Be a flirt and how to be Yandere. So, do you have any hobbies? Of course you have hobbies, but your favorite one is gaming. I mostly play video games. What's your favorite game? Persona 4 Golden? Well, I'm saying that because the remake just got announced. Oh, my favorite game of all time is Vaporpunk 6044. It's so cool. Cyberpunk. Reference. I haven't heard that one. Is it new? No, it's been out for 3 years, but they did just release a new DLC for it. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. DLC? Downloadable content. Game companies put them out to make their game keep their game relevant. I see. Dakota falls quiet as you take a bite from your food. You see a soft smile on his lips as he watches you. He's clearly very interested in what you're saying. You feel his eyes on you, even when you're not looking at him. Maybe he doesn't have many hobbies himself, so hearing you talk about your fantasies fascinates him. Or maybe he doesn't dislike anything, just like he with his food. Ask Dakota about his hobbies. So what about you? What's your hobbies? What other hobbies do you have? Baseball? Besides baseball, of course. Stalking. Dakota blushes. Oh, actually, baseball takes up most of my free time. I never gone into other things. What, really? Really? What do you do for fun? Or when you want to relax? Baseball, just baseball, all the time. Honestly, it's the only thing that helps me relax sometimes. Plus stalking. He's totally lying. He stalks too. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it. It just means I'm even better at baseball. Still, it's not right. They have no hobbies. What about, I don't know, axe throwing? Axe throwing is definitely a unique choice, but you got the feeling you really enjoy it. Axe throwing? That's a hobby? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not that common, but they have an axe throwing place at the mall, and it plays to your strengths too. Okay, I might try it. But only if you come with me. It's a date. Yeah, sure. That'll be great. You've only been axe throwing once, but the thought of going again with Dakota excites you. Great. But if we're going to meet up again, I need your phone number. Sure thing. You both exchange phone numbers before sending each other a confirmation text. After the date winds down, you get back to Dakota's car, and he takes you back to your apartment. Dakota pulls up the curve in a sleek black car. You both step out. The street lamps casting a soft glow over the quiet neighborhood. Well, here we are. You both stand there for a moment. The silence hanging in the air like a forgotten punchline. So, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. See you around? Yeah, definitely. See you tomorrow. You start to turn away, but Dakota clears his throat. Hey, wait. You look back at him. Eyebrows raising in curiosity. I really had a great time today. And I was thinking maybe we could do it again sometime. You feel a rush of warmth in its words, a smile tugging at the corner of your lips. I'll like that. Awesome. Well, I'll text you then. Oh, and before I forget, I have some flowers for you. Takoa opens his car backside and produces a bundle of roses. Oh my gosh, thank you. Of course. Anything for you. As Takoa walks back to his car, you watch him go with a sense of excitement. Maybe this was the beginning of something interesting. That night, you reflect on how well your date with went with Dakota. Such a sweet, attentive person. You can't wait to see him again. The sun filters through your window, waking up before your alarm goes off, a sense of elevation following you out of your dreams. You've never been a morning person, but today you feel it with so much energy, memories of last night flooding your mind. It almost feels like a dream. You hung out with the Dakota Clay. He wasn't that bad of a guy. Heck, he was the one who asked you out. Also, it was fun. You feel like you might have said that already, but it just goes to show you how enjoyable being with Dakota was. Not only was it fun, but he also wants to see you again. He's incredibly excited about the chance of hanging out ever more, and you can't help but feel a little excited about it too. Yes, hang out for Yandere. There's a small part of you that worries about how he doesn't seem to have any interests or hobbies outside baseball. But that's probably just means you need to get to know him better and find out he's stalking us as his second hobby. No doubt he'll let slip something he's interested in before you know it. Your phone lets out a chipper ding, and you swipe it out eagerly, going straight to your messages. To your delight, you see exactly what you're hoping for. A good morning from Dakota. It makes you giggly to see it. You resist the urge just to kick your feet. He just has your heart in his grip. It makes you so happy. You're more than eager to send a quick good morning reply in return. Once he knows you're awake, the texts come flooding in, and you have a bit of difficulty keeping up. He's so chatty. You knew he was a talkative person, but it's almost overwhelming in text form. After a few back and forth messages, he's double checking if you like to go out to the axe throwing place at the mall, which sounds like so much fun. You always wanted to try axe throwing, which I will say last day we said we tried it once, and you bet Dakota would teach you to do it amazingly. Just as you finish the thought, your phone alarm goes off, causing you to jump in place. You forget that you hadn't turned it off after waking up. You turn it off and suddenly reminded of the fact that you're a college student, which means you don't exactly have free time all the free time in the world to go axe throwing whenever you want. You close the schedule app and, yep, you have your literature class to attend today. Your disappointment suddenly resurfaces as you realize you won't be able to go axe throwing today. You aren't sure how you forgot about it so easily. Maybe the book was so awful you were trying to forget. I'm still scratchy because I thought we liked the book. Considering you're reading Taming the Shrew, you probably forgot on purpose. For a moment, you consider skipping the class, but then decide against it. You can't afford to let your GPA drop any further than it already has. It's best to just get the class over with. You sigh loudly in your room, feeling your energy already starting to deflate. You grumpily text Dakota. You love to go, but you have class to attend, and you can't afford to miss it. There's a short pause, but he texts back, letting you know he understands and that the two of you will plan to go out on their time. You can't help but smile. In the heart, smile in the heart in his message. So grateful of how understanding he is. Yeah, he's in our class, though. At the very least, you can complain about the class to him afterward. With Dakota formed, you pack up your things and get yourself ready for class. You're not looking forward to a boring day of literature class, but what can you do? I would enjoy literature class. With a half-hearted mood, you step out of your dorm room to start your day. Having pretty much dragged yourself to class, you're glad to find that you aren't late. It'd be a shock considering how much you dragged your feet. Your feet are complaining just as much as you are from our flock. It seems most of the college walks are gravel, and dragging your feet on them really does take a toll. When we're off sidewalk and pavement, maybe you could treat yourself to a spa trip later to make them feel better. Though you're not exactly sure when you're going to get the funds for that. Part of you is wondering where all the energy you woke up with went. It was like the moment you couldn't hang out with Dakota, it snapped away in an instant. Was he that much of a positive influence on you? Could be, though we just have a crush on him. Pushing those thoughts away, you slip in a chair with with as loud of a thump as you can make without worrying everyone else in the class. It's not a very loud thump, and then no one really even glances at your direction. You're both relieved and disappointed by the outcome. Like a zombie trying to scratch a door open, you pull out your laptop and struggle to open it, digging your nails into the sides just to flip the lid up. You put so little energy into lifting the lid, it's actually quite painful on your nails. Your mind wanders for a moment, wondering if excessive wrist pain could be more painful than this. For a moment, you consider comparing the two. Though, on second thought, you'd rather not develop arthritis from overworking your wrist, just to put the two on a comparative scale. It's like I already have arthritis. Only in the cold. After several failed attempts to lift the lid, with just your nails, you decide to stop dilly-dallying and actually open your computer. I wouldn't be opening with my nails, though. What nails? It comes so short. The computer starts open, auto-opening into the tabs the tabs you need, including your projects. I can't really paint my nails, so I'm like, because I cannot keep my hands steady enough. Including your project, which as of now is blank. You sigh as you stare at the screen. You had planned to work on it, but things got in the way, like having a lunch date with Dakota. On a list of priorities, you list that as far more important than a college assignment. Well, I should do the college assignment, even if it probably shouldn't. Instead of getting started on the project, you decided to recheck the requirements for the assignment. As you learn all throughout your school years, rechecking an assignment is the best way to stall. If the teacher looks over your shoulder, you can assume you forgot. Well, I look at the assignment and I make the notes and then I do my paper. I try to do the paper while looking at the notes. On the assignment, the little sheet. Forbidden techniques like these help your sanity. Someone clears their throat next to you. Suddenly a million thoughts go through your head. Oh god, your headphones unplugged? Is your parents that intolerable? You wipe your head around so fast that you end up not recognize who it is at first, but as soon as you do, Dakota? It's like, yeah, he's in your class. You're stunned. He's here, Dakota Clay. Dakota asked you on a date and was a heck of a smooth about it. Clay, why is he in your literature class? Hey. Surprising. We're in the same class. This is our first class. How did you... I knew you would pick this class. That's why I chose it too. This is very interesting. Very surprising. You didn't think he would be the type to choose this class. He didn't mention being into reading, but I guess it makes sense. Perhaps he's here for perhaps he's here for easy elective, just to get enough credits to graduate. Maybe his parents forced him here to show off their son is both sport smart and book smart. It doesn't matter. It's honestly quite a good thing. You were just going to complain to him about the book. Yeah. Wait, why are you surprised? You've been in this class for a couple weeks now. You should have noticed him by now. Like he just transferred to the class now. Though, come to think of it, you haven't really thought of Dakota until yesterday when he took you out. Well, you talked to him before, right? Before you just missed the fact that he was in your class. This had to be the case. There's quite a few people in the class, and you two must have missed each other until the day at the baseball field. That was only an explanation. Well, I suppose that's convenient. I was looking for you. Oh no, he dropped out of one class and chose this. You see, the teacher's claims I'm a bit stuck in my interpretation of the book, so I thought the second opinion would be good. And who better than you? Who's better than me? Well, I mean, everyone has their own interpretation of books. Crap, you haven't written a single character in your essay. You're gonna have the most dog crap take over, and he's still never even briefed your general, and then he'll never brief in your general direction again. How on earth are you gonna assist him on something you haven't even started? Well, we can read. Can I read what you written? Sure. Let me get it up for you. It's just my name and the class name and the time. You click innocently at your laptop, trying your best to fake lag. Hey, if you haven't written anything, your secret's safe with me. Oh, here. No, I know I have my name. Baseball gives enough stitches. Alright. In your panic, you forgot Dakota was a regular student and not a super strict teacher who's pet, who was only doing this for his scholarship. You instantly snap back to your usual clicking speed. Doing at least an impressive speed, your laptop does actually lag. Once it loads, it shows a blank document. Airplane. Okay, I just hear apron outside. It's not like you were expecting words to have magically appeared on it between sitting down and talking to Dakota, but would have been nice if the universe had done so. Just wrote entire paper for you. That's quite alright. It's a bit of a tough read for big ears, I'll give you that. What part are you struggling with? I'm glad to help you. Your cheeks flush with embarrassment at the offer. It's not that you're a bad reader, it's just that you always struggle with Shakespeare. Because of Shakespeare, he has archaic words, the Pacific North intonation of his writing, the obtuse way his characters speak to each other. Frankly, you find it hard to believe that any of his works have become such beloved classics. Well, I'm gonna say, also, language has changed, so there's probably ways his characters speak that were actually normal back then and are weird sounding now. Well, I'm kind of struggling with just to get through the reading it without falling asleep. That was why I was trying to read in the baseball field that day, to force myself to focus on reading it. Even if I was a little more distracted by the game being played as a result. Fortunately for me, you were there then, because it allowed me to meet you. Ah, you feel yourself flush again. You're hard to believe Dakota is interested in you. What did you ever do to get his attention like this? Yes, because he's probably stalking us. Well, then let me tell you about my interpretation of the story, and then we can work on it from there and help start your essay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe for you, of course. Ah, how smooth. The cook chuckles for a moment before clearing his throat to continue. See, my interpretation is pretty straightforward. Everyone loves Bianca, but they don't see the value of Katharina just because she's a little feisty. Then she marries Patrio, and he whisks her away to his home, where he truly and properly tames her. She becomes his perfect, loving, dying wife, with a little bit of encouragement. He was in Yandere. Maybe I should actually read it. I never had to read it in class. It shows that you can make anyone become your perfect partner with a bit of care, attention, and the right precision. Or he's a Yandere. Really? Yeah, the story is pretty straightforward, honestly. In fact, I'll say it's one of Shakespeare's least complicated works. But the teacher seems to give me a strange look after I've done explaining that. Honestly, who are they to judge? No one actually knows Shakespeare was thinking, but I think it's obvious. It's a tame or be tamed world, and I happen to like doing the taming. Well, if it's probably like it probably was the. I'm gonna say his idea would be okay for the time period. Like I said, I'll probably write about the history of that time period in my essay. I did it last time. Is that really his interpretation of the book? Frankly, you haven't even finished reading it, so it's far from your place to have a nuanced interpretation of the book. But it seems pretty bleak. Still, it's Dakota Clay talking about the book. He couldn't possibly believe a harmful view was the right one to have. He was just explaining his view of the story. Oh no, he's a Yandere. That's his view. It probably wasn't as bad as he made it sound. Even if it was, he was just explaining what he read. He doesn't actually believe in taming people, and that being a perfect spouse was a good idea, right? Right? That's an interesting interpretation of the book. I understand why the teacher might feel weird about it, but it's just your perspective. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. Not that crazy. See? You got me. You really got me. It's no wonder I'm so obsessed with you. Even if other people interpreted the book differently, there's no denying that Katharina is tamed by the end of the story. She becomes the dutiful, obedient wife and expresses that to everyone in the audience, whether it's the act or intentional. The result is the same. You definitely seem enamored with the story. Did you like it? Like it? I loved it, huh? It's a comedy, and it lives up to the name. Everyone being disguised and fooling each other. The slapstick comedy is on display, and the act of taming itself. It's a riot from beginning to end. whether or not it teaches them moral lessons up to each reader who reads the story. Personally, I think it's a fun idea to have all these interwoven ideas and plots, and whether or not the taming actually works is also up to how well the tactics are done by him. People can break and be broken. That's much is true. It's all about how you wield your hands. You really need to finish reading the book now. If Dakota interpretation is easy to go by, the book is funnier than you were giving credit for, and maybe its dark comedy even offers a more nuanced understanding of the concept of taming Katrina. Now the question was, of what little you knew of the book. Did you agree with Dakota's interpretation? I'll offer a different interpretation. I don't think it's a bad interpretation, but maybe it's not the one I would go with. Oh, you said you haven't finished the book, but you think you have a different interpretation? Well, yeah, I haven't finished the story. I know the summary and I can make some assumptions based on what you've said too. Actually, my idea seems entirely from the play, how the play opens. How's open? Do you mean the nobles joking around with the drunken bum? Yes, exactly. I like the whole point of the story is to convince the drunken bum that this completely weird story is real. Interesting. You know it's a comedy, which means it's meant to be played up for laughs. It starts with making a bum think he's noble, and the story evolves, tricking women to marriage, and everything that happens is over the top and weird, right? So, why couldn't it be that the nobles are entertaining themselves by telling a dark joke to some random stranger? That's an awfully long joke, considering it's a whole play. Yeah, but it probably is a tired joke. Still, that's extremely creative interpretation of the story. I gotta hand it to you. I never really thought of it that. Oh, thanks. Honestly, I doubt I would have thought that on my own. Having here to chat about it makes gets juices flowing. Do they? Your cheeks flush as you realize what you said. You give your head a little shake and try to laugh it off. You know what I meant. I bet it could finally start writing this assignment and reading the book seriously now, and it's all thanks to you. Well, I'm happy to be of help. You're a huge help. I doubt I'll be able to finish the assignment without you. Dakota looks like he's about to say something more when the teacher finally clears his throat to get the class's attention. It seems like it's time to actually listen to his lecture properly instead of talking amongst ourselves. Dakota seems a little annoyed, but the both of you turn to the teacher and pay attention to what he's saying. You open the tab of your laptop and to your notes section. You hastily type down notes to the best of your ability, though it always been a little hard to get you to follow along with the lectures and take notes at the same time. Meanwhile, Dakota just looks bored. He leans against the table and stares blankly at the teacher as he'd rather be anywhere else in the world right now. You can't really blame him. You'd rather be doing anything else as well. It's crazy how much energy you have conversing with him a moment ago, and now it feels like the teacher is sucking all the way. College can be a bummer. Every now and again, you catch his glances glancing away, though it's hard to tell if he's actually looking at you or something past you. More than once, you try to catch his eye, only for him to turn away just before you catch him dead to rights next to you. It's a strange sensation, to be sure, making you wonder more about what's going on through his head. than whatever the professor is currently rambling on about. But whatever he's doing, it's an added distraction, making it difficult to keep accurate notes. Not that our notes were looking fantastic to begin with. A lot of it was you just keyboard smashing a summary of what he just said and hoping to organize it later. Lectures were definitely your least favorite part of trying to learn about anything in college. Grueling hour and a half of lecture finally passes, and the teacher wraps up the class for the day. Reminds everyone of the assignment and due very, very soon. You've grown along with ours since you still have so much left to do, though it's worth it for Dakota. You're even further behind than you really are. As much as I enjoy the book, the lectures are always a bit of a drag. You can't help. I could say that again. Like, can you get with the times? Summarize in 10 minutes or less already? Not all of us are taking the class as a core of our major. You're so right. I only took this class for you. I only took this class because it was an easy elective. I always forget that they like to ramble on about nothing regardless of the fact. I know, right? It's like, come on guys, we're not here for your class specifically. We're here to follow our major. You got me. You really got me. Hey, since you still need to finish your assignment, what would you say to the two of us hang out some more and I could help you understand the book more? It's a tempting offer. Dakota wanting to spend more time with you. You love to take him up on it. Honestly, I could use the help, but I got some homework I need to finish tonight first. I don't suppose we could hang out another day? How about tomorrow? You won't be able to put off the assignment for too much longer, seeing as it's due soon. I know, you're right. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. But just text me when you're free to meet up. If it's for you, then I'm always free. You feel your face flush and will at that. Does he actually mean that? Whatever he does or not, it makes you feel a little flustered. That Dakota Clay, of all people, is more willing to help you out. Yeah, then I'll figure out what my schedule is and text you, okay? Sounds lovely. Looking forward to hearing from you then. Same to you. He gives you a kiss on the cheek, and you can't help but smile. Feel butterflies in your stomach from the interaction. He didn't ask you out for fun. He likes you. He really likes you. You finish zipping up your laptop and make your way back to your dorm. After a long day of classes, you feel all your energy drained from your body the moment you step through the door of your room. With little care, you plop your bag on the floor and flop face first onto the bed. Your whole body's complaining. You haven't had enough time to eat today. Due to your limited budget, you had to sit through the boring classes to keep your GP up. Your feet are pulsing with pain from all the walking and grating against the gravel, and you can hear your neighbors playing pumping music. The only highlight of your stay so far was getting to spend time with Dakota, if even just for a short period of time. You feel fortunate that he's willing to put up with you so far despite everything going on, and wondering if or when he's going to get sick of you. It's hard enough for you to put up with yourself some days, let alone forcing others to deal with you. You don't know what Dakota sees in you, but you're glad he sees it, because your mood would be far worse because of without encouragement. If that's on cue, your phone rings, and you lazily pull out your pocket, barely even having the energy to turn your head from the comfort of being buried in the pillow to look at the screen. It's Dakota texting you. Opening it, you see a cute anime gift. He sent to cheer you up. It's actually pretty funny. You can't help but get a chuckle out of it. You quickly send a light-hearted reply back in return, and you feel some of your energy returning. He just seems to always know what you need, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Just from that little exchange, you feel like you could get your homework done. That way, you don't have to hang out with Dakota any longer. Do you have to? Grab your laptop from your bag. You sit up on your desk and get ready to start your homework. Other than the assignment Dakota's going to help you with, he's still got to write an essay for your history class and do his short research paper for diversity in culture class. These four classes just love making you do essay after essay for them. Don't the teachers get tired of reading them? However, it's not your school. You just follow the curriculum. Just as you open your tabs to get started, you notice something strange. The light next to the camera on your webcam is on. Oh, Dakota's stalking us now. That's strange. You shouldn't have any programs open to use your webcam. You glance around your taskbar for any programs that might be using it, but nothing comes up strange. You shrug it off and decide to focus on your homework, figuring out it probably it's just a software glitch. Your laptop's kind of old and was on the cheap end to begin with anyway. Though as you get to work, you can't help but get this strange sensation that you're being watched by Dakota. You let out a heavy sigh as you finish the last of your homework. Closing your laptop, you flop onto the bed, feeling the weight of the day start to lift. The dim light filtering through your window, keeping you aware that the world hasn't stopped spinning just because you're trying to escape it. Your body ages. Your mind is on autopilot. And the only thing left to do is sleep. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. You wake up to the soft chime of your cell phone buzzing on the nightstand, the sunlight already peeking through the curtains, and your brain is still a bit foggy, struggling to shake the remnants of sleep. You pull yourself up and reach for your cell phone, squinting at the bright screen. Your heart skips a beat when you see who the message is from. Dakota. Okay, I love this. Hey, are you awake yet? Want to watch me practice baseball today? It's gonna be fun. You blink a few times, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes. You're half forgotten about the energy from yesterday. But now it's creeping back in. Dakota Clay, the guy who made your stomach do flips in ways you never thought possible, wants you to watch and practice. How's it even a thing? Wasn't he supposed to help us with homework? Trying to calm the imminent wave of excitement that crashes over you, you type back a quick response. Good morning, sounds fun. What time? I'm free at 4. Though you might want to see me in action. Don't worry, I won't show off too much. Yeah, wasn't he supposed to help us with homework? Of course, his confidence oozes through even in text. You could practically hear the smile in his message. You feel a little bit giggling, but at the same time, a small part of you wonders what it would be like to watch him in action. Baseball is one thing, but Dakota is another level of distraction. You take a moment to compose yourself to ensure that you don't come off too eager. Though, who are you kidding? You practically bounce off the walls at the thought of seeing him again so soon. Great, sounds great. I'll be there. See you then. You press send and allow a quick sigh, holding your phone in your hands like it's some sort of lifeline. Before you dwell on it too much, on how ridiculously excited you are, you realize you still have time to kill before 4 p.m. The morning stretches before you like an empty canvas. You try to focus on something productive, but your thoughts keep drifting back to Dakota. The whole day yesterday felt like it had slipped away from your fingers. What was he thinking when he asked you out? Did he enjoy the date as much as you did? I mean, the day before. Yesterday he was with us in class. You shake your head, trying to focus on anything other than the buzzing in your brain. You should get some work done. Maybe if you stay busy, the time will pass quickly, and you'll be able to get through this weird little mental loop that you found yourself sucked in. You grab your textbook and flip to the next page, determined to make some progress before the day slips away. But no matter how hard you try, the thought of Dakota keeps you circling back, like a fly buzzing around your ear. What does he see in you? It's like, I don't know. I just know he's a Yandere. Eventually you get distracted by the phone again. A few quick swipes and you're back on message app. Should I expect anything special? The mummy hits send. You instantly read it. Great, how are you? Now you sound like an idiot. But then your phone buzzes with a reply. You open and see a new message from Dakota. Don't worry. I wouldn't make you sit through all the drills. We'll be doing some battling and maybe a little fielding. Just come hang out. You can watch me show off a little bit. You bit your lip, smiling at his message. Showing off doesn't even begin to cover it. Dakota's confidence is basically a sport on its own, but you're not about to complain. You might enjoy seeing him flow a little bit of his charm into his baseball game. You start to feel a little silly for overthinking this. It's just practice. You watch, hang out, and have a good time. Simple as that. And we've watched him practice before. There's the baseball field. By the time you arrive at the field, the sun's high in the sky, and the air feels like fresh mowed grass. The sound of the baseball hitting bats and the sharp crack of balls mean gloves fill the air, and the field is alive with motion, and you can't help but feel a little out of place in the midst of the activity. You'd spot Dakota almost immediately. He's wearing his baseball gear, casually tossing a ball to his teammate while laughing at something other than something one of the other players said. As usual, he looks so at ease with everything, completely as element. You feel your heart skip a beat just watching him. How does he make everything look so effortless? He catches sight of you, and his face lights up with his trademark grin. The second he waves, you could feel the warmth of his attention reaching all the way across the field. Hey, over here. You wave back, your nerves suddenly flaring up. The whole group of people here, but Dakota only has eyes on you. Make your way over to the fence where he's standing, and you approach. He gives you a quick, easygoing once over. So you're ready to see me work at my magic? Is it magic or is it just skill? A little bit of both. He steps back, motioning for the rest of the team, who are now getting ready for some drills. You stand there, excitement building up as you watch Dakota prepare himself. He clearly is in his element, and honestly, it's kind of memorizing. Dakota takes a few practice swings, each one smooth and controlled. Then, with a grin, he turns to you. Think you can keep up? Laughingly against his fence, he really knows how to make everything look like a show. You watch closely as Dakota moves around the field, and every motion is perceptible and precise. Each hit of the ball sends away a sharp crack of echo for there, and you can't help but flinch a little every time it lands. His focus is intense, bordering on laser-like. The kind of effort he's putting in feels more like a session than a passion. Every swing is calculated. Every sentence is stance exact. It's all too precise. Like he's a robot. You swallow with unease, creeping up your throat, trying to shake off the feeling. It's probably just the way he's taking things seriously, right? He's focused, that's all. Maybe that's how he is. There's no reason to make it more than it is. Still, he can't help but notice how everyone seems to be fading into the background when he's in motion, like a whole field is his and everyone else is just playing catch-up. The other players laugh and joke, but Dakota, he doesn't seem even smile between his swings. His eyes are locked on the next task at hand, and his body moves with such precision that's hard to look away. Oh, did he just glitch? He glitched. For a brief moment, you catch his eyes on the field. His gaze sharpens, and he meets yours in the flicker of something underneath it. He's glitching. For a brief moment, you catch up his eyes in his field. His eyes sharpen and meets yours, and then the flicker of something behind it, but then it's gone, just as quickly as it appeared. You shake your head, dismissing as you watch him prepare for practice. Before turning his gaze to you, his eyes soften when he meets yours. You're enjoying the show so far? You manage to smile back, though it now feels a little forced. The excitement from earlier has it really returned, replaced by odd discomfort you can't shake. Like you know something's wrong? Yeah, it's awesome. Dakota's just focused. He's just giving his all. It's normal to be intense, right? Still, he can't help but notice how everything else around him seems almost secondary, like the game isn't the point anymore. Is that just doing it? It's just doing it perfectly. After what feels like eternity, you watch Dakota's impeccable swings and razor-sharp precision on the field. He finally sets his bat down and jogs over to you. His face is flushed with effort of expression, still remains locked in that confidence look. His breathing is heavy but steady, and he slows down as he nears, wiping the sweat from his brow with the back of his hand before offering you a brief, almost amused smile. So, how's the show going? You laugh, his energy is contagious. Well, just watching you is definitely giving me a workout. Are you sure you're not trying to press me? Maybe just a little. Ah, he blushes a bit. Dakota wipes his face again with his sleeves, and you see the flicker of exhaustion in his eyes before he quickly mask it with another grin. I'm going to take 5 or 10 since you're here. Care to join me? You follow him without hesitation. He sits down on the bench with a sigh, stretching his legs out in front of him, and looking over at the field. You sit beside him, feeling the cold breeze on your skin as the game continues in the background. It feels strangely intimate, even though you're still on the outskirts of everything. Dakota's confidence is magnetic, and he's so effortlessly everything. He's good at everything. He makes it all look so easy. It's hard to imagine him doing anything other than the guy who wins at life. But the longer you watch him, the more you start to wonder what drives him. What's the end goal here? The question forms in your mind before you even realize it, and before you could stop yourself, you ask, "So, what's your plan, Dakota? I mean, you're doing this whole basketball thing down, but what's the end game? Are you planning to go pro?" For a brief second, you feel like you crossed some invisible line when you asked a question that's too personal or real for someone like him to answer, but Dakota doesn't seem thrown off. He leans back on the bench, his arms crossed over his chest, giving you a look like he's considering whether or not he wants to share. The light from the setting sun catches his face, casting a sharp shadow that only seems to make him look even more unreal. Actually, I've been scouted for a tryout with a major league team, he says matter-of-factly, as if it was another piece of information you're supposed to know. Major league tryout? It takes a moment for you to fully register. He knew he was good, but he didn't know he was that good. I kinda figured. Dakota looks over at you, expression unreadable, as if waiting for your action. That's incredible. I mean, you're and worked so hard for it, right? He nods, but there's something in the way he does it that feels almost empty. It's not pride you expect, not the excitement comes with big news. It's like he's already so far into it that he doesn't even think it's a big deal anymore. Like it's just next step in a plan that's been unfolded for a long time. Unfolding for a long time. Well, yeah, it's not like it's all sunshine and rainbows. It's a lot of pressure. I have to again. His tone darkens slightly as he looks away from you, focusing on the field again. The cutthroat world of professional sports suddenly feels more real. It's not just about playing anymore. It's about surviving. It's about proving you're good enough. Even if you fail, you're out. And if you fail, you're out. You try to process it, but something inside you doesn't sit right. The thought of him pushing himself this far, sacrificing everything for a dream that could slip away just as quick as it came, is not just daunting, it's terrifying. Do you think it's worth it? The sacrifice you have to make? Dako's eyes flicker to you. A sight almost frown, tugging at his lips. His eyes soften, and for a moment you think he might say something else that might ease your growing discomfort. Yes, right now, I got to focus on everything better to make sure I'm ready. If I don't, then what's the point of any of this? The family of his words makes your chest tighten. You realize that whatever his answer is, whatever his path ends up being, there's no turning back from now. He's already too far in, too committed to stop. You sit there silently for a while, the words swirling around your head like a breeze picking up across the field. You glance at him, his gaze still distant, focused on the practice ahead of him. There's a hardness to how he stands now. Wait, you didn't notice before. It's like he's more focused on the game than us now. It's just about the game. It's not just about the game anymore. It's about everything that comes with it, and the consequences not of what he's willing to sacrifice for it. That's not clear cut, at least not for you, not to you. There's a part of you that wants to support him, to be the person that stands by his side. But another part, the part that's concerned for his well-being, can't ignore the danger of it all. You hesitate for a moment, then speak up. What support him? Dakota, I know it's not easy, but no matter what, I think you're really talented. You worked so hard to get here, and I believe in you. Dakota looks over at you, his expression softened, and processes your words. You can tell his eyes flicker with an appreciation, make you feel a little lighter, but you're doing something right, I know sacrifices are to be made, and it's quite a tough road, but whatever happens, I'm here for you. There's a long pause as Dakota studies you, his face unreadable. Slowly he smiles. It's a slight smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes, but it's there. For a brief moment, you feel like everything's okay. For once, you're doing something right, something that truly matters. Thanks, that means a lot than you think. His words linger in the air, and you can't help but feel a little lighter. The unease is buried under the layers of admiration for Dakota's talent, drive, and determination. But somehow, hearing him like that, you feel like you're doing the right thing. Dakota turns to you, small, sincere smile on his lips. He's not as guarded as he has been before. His usual cocky confidence softened by your words. For the first time since you met him, you feel something in his expression that feels real, genuine. He looks at you with appreciation that makes your heart skip a beat. You got a good way of putting things into perspective. You catch yourself staring at him for a moment, then the way his eyes seem warmer now, more open. It looks like you haven't seen before. It's a look like you haven't seen before, gentler, almost vulnerable. Of course, it's my specialty. I'm a psychology student after all. He laughs. The moment passes quickly, though. Dakota straightens up, staring at the field, and his expression shifts. The warmth fades into focus. His shoulders tense, and the familiar determination returns the way it always has been, hidden beneath the surface. He's back to his usual self, the Dakota who always thinks ahead and pushes forward. Well, my break's up. Time to get back at it. He stands stretching his arms overhead, his focus sharp again as he turns towards the field. You watch him for a moment, and just in his demeanor is unnoticeable. He doesn't waste any time. He quickly returns to his position with more intensity. The switch from vulnerable to motivated is almost jarring, but somehow it feels natural, like it's a rhythm of his life, focused, driven, and always in motion. As Dakota re-enters the game, he serves the rest of the team. The others are taking it easy. Some are chatting, others are taking lax swings, and the others' moments are effortless and casual. In contrast, Dakota, whose back is usual precise, almost obsessive technique, his swings are hard and calculated. You can't help but notice the slight difference in the way his teammates watch him now. One of their guys, a tall player with shaggy brown hair, throws a glance towards Dakota, then mutters something under his breath to the guy next to him. You can't catch the exact words, but the tone is unmistakable judgment. They're judging him. They don't seem to understand why Dakota's putting so much into every single swing and throw. They relax, enjoy the game, while Dakota pushes himself hard. It's almost as if they're waiting for him to crack under the pressure, expecting him to burn out. The other's player nodded slightly. His eyes flickered towards Dakota with a slight smirk. He seems to be a polar opposite, one of those players who are just naturally talented. I thought Dakota was naturally talented too. He barely has to break his sweat to get the ball where he needs to go. He gets see in how he moves. The effortless glaze with each swing. It's easy to tell he doesn't share Dakota's intensity. He doesn't have to work hard for it. His teammates seem impressed by his raw talent than Dakota's tireless effort. You can't but feel a little for Dakota. It makes you wonder, though, why does he push himself like this? What's driving him to work harder than anyone else? It's like, again, the Major League can kidnap us. Major League can kidnap us. He glanced over at him, his face picture of concentration as he adjusts his stance, preparing for his next pitch. The way he moves now, you can tell he's not just trying to impress anyone. It's deeper than that. Honestly, admire Dakota for his persevering in the face of such judgment. You aren't sure if you can do the same. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the field slowly empties. The sound of baseballs hitting bats fade, and as the teammates start to pack up, the usual chatter and laughter filling the air. Then you notice Dakota hasn't moved from his spot. He leans against the fence, eyes scanning the field one last time, deep in thought. The others are busy gathering their gear, but Dakota seems different. A stillness about him stands out, a focus that hasn't faded with the end of practice. Before you know it, you find yourself walking towards him, the unease from earlier now replaced with curiosity you can't shake. As you approach, Dakota noticed you, pushing himself off the fence with a small smile. Hey, you didn't have to stick around for this. The practice is over, you know. You shrug, a little nervous under his gaze, but you're not about to back down now. The way he looked at you makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. Also, weren't you supposed to help me with paper? I didn't mind. I thought you might need a little support. Plus, it's interesting watching you, you know? You're good at what you do. Dakota chuckles, a low, appreciated sound that makes your stomach flip. He steps a little closer, his eyes softening, and for the first time today, you notice a genuine warmth in his expression. Well, I really appreciate you showing up. It's meant a lot, honestly. He pauses, taking a deep breath as he looks you into the eye. You know, me feeling like I'm practically being sane. You blink, taken back by the sincerity in his voice. For a moment, you don't know what to say, but before you can come up with anything, Dakota continues. I think you're a pretty sweet person, too. The words catch you off guard, and you could feel your face warm up. A nervous laugh escaped you as you tried to brush off, but the flustered feeling is impossible to hide. Of course, he would say something like that. Of course, you're such a fart, you know that? You're such farts, you know that? Dakota raises his eyebrow, and laugh escapes him as he leans against the fence, his eyes sparkling with amusement. Me, a fart? Nah, I'm just being honest. Can I help it if I got away with words? You can't help but grin, feeling a surge of confidence bubbling up inside you. Maybe it's the way he looks at you, or maybe it's just the mood in the air, but you feel a little more daring than usual. Oh, I don't know. I think you got a lot of charm, Dakota. You give him a playful look, your voice dropping to a teasing tone. It's hard to resist when you got all those smooth lines already. Dakota freezes a split second, his eyes widen slightly, and you deliver a playful comeback. He was expecting you to actually flirt back, and it was thrown him off balance for a moment. The cold, confident aura he always wears falters, and you catch the hint of a blush creeping his neck. Wow, that great Dakota craze caught off guard. You can't but feel a little proud of yourself for throwing him off balance. You never thought you'd be the one to make him fluster. Oh, okay, I'm not ready for that. You're full of surprises, huh? Like Cal, you're perfect. You're so perfect for me. Wow, okay, I'm not ready for that. You're full of surprises, huh? It's almost like the roles are switched, and now it's Dakota who seems a little uncertain, trying to keep his cool, but not quite managing it. It seems strange it's a strange feeling you're not used to, but in a way, it's kind of nice. You see the cracks in his confident facade, which makes him feel more human. I guess I could be full of surprises too. Dakota shakes his head with a soft laugh. Then there's something different in the way he looks at you now. It's like the admiration or charm is something more. All right, I admit, you got me there. He pauses for a moment, his expression softening again. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was nice having someone to talk to. You smile, your heart warming as words. It's not just flirting anymore. There's something more real there. A connection you didn't quite expect, but are glad to have. Anytime, Dakota, anytime. The field is quiet now, save for a soft rustling of the leaves and the faint words of the last few players chatting as they pack up. Dakota stands beside you, his usual confident smile still lingering, though there's something more subdued about it now. The air is cooler, and the evening wrapped its arms around you, the two of you, is not uncomfortable. There's a sense of calm before you both, something that wasn't there earlier in the day. Dakota checks his watch, then glances at you with a casual smile. Hey, do you want me to walk you home in front of... Do you want me to walk you in front of the school? It's on the way. I'm also pretty sure it's safer than you walking by yourself, especially this late. You look at him, considering it for a moment. The offer seems harmless enough, maybe a little thoughtful, even though there's something nice about the idea of walking him home. You feel a little less anxious knowing someone was around him. Besides, Dakota seems like he's in no rush to leave. There's something comforting about his presence. Sure, that sounds nice. My name's now Barista. I think that might be a typo. With another word, you start walking back towards the school entrance. The former path it feels different now. It quite stretches on. The sound of your footsteps in sync, and your heads toward the front gates. Dakota is a few steps ahead. His pace relaxed but steady. When you fall into step beside him, you both walk into comfort silence for a while, the air cooling as the sun drips lower. It's not a long walk, but there's something about it feels meaningful. Maybe it's just the fact that you're with him, but when the sound of the street seems quieter now, the hum of the city, the distant sound of traffic, everything blends into the background as the two of you walk side by side. Dakota shows his place. His eyes flicker downward to your hand. He extends his hand open, a slight offer. The gesture is simple, but it feels like an invitation, something deeper than just a casual walk. You hesitate for a moment, unsure what to do, but the warmth of his eyes gives you a quiet reassurance. Without saying anything, you place your hand in his. The touch is warmer than what you would expect from someone like Dakota. It feels natural and brings a subtle comfort. He grips his firm and gentle, and for a brief moment you're unaware of just how close the two of you are. A small contact filling the air, small contact filling the space between you in a way that makes the air feel heavier. You both continue walking, making either of you rushing. It's as if time has slowed down just for this moment. You don't speak for the rest of the walk. The silence calming, either of you needing words to fill the space. It's almost like you both content in the simple act of being together, or just walking side by side, no accessions, no pressure. The sound of the front gates come to view, and you reach them. Dakota's hands linger for just a moment before he slowly raises it. The warmth fades, but the sense of something more remains. Something hanging between you two. Well, here we are. I'll see you around, okay? You nod, your chest tightening a little, though you don't know why. Yeah, see you, Dakota. You touch your head in the direction of your dorm. Your mind is still in a brief exchange. You walk quickly, trying to shake the feeling of something lingering, something unsettling settled in your chest. Someone stalking us, following us. As you turn the corner towards the street, the hairs in your back of your neck begin to prickle. You glance over your shoulder. There's no one there. The street light is eerily quiet. You can't shake the feeling, though. It's like someone's there, following you, and just out of sight. As steps quicken as you try to push the uneasy aside, telling yourself it's just your mind playing tricks. But the feeling persists, like shadows working just behind you, getting closer. With each step, you don't dare turn around again. It's Dakota. You pick up the pace, walking faster, your heartbeat quickening up as you round another corner. Finally, you reach your door, and your hands trembling slightly as you fumble for the keys. Once inside, you lock the door behind you, breathing heavily as you lean against it for a moment, trying to calm your racing thoughts. You strip off your clothes, change into something more comfortable, and pop a couple of anxiety pills. The feral warmth of the medication starts to spread through your body, and the tension slowly begins to fade, and you climb into bed. You pull the covers up, curling into a ball as you close your eyes, allowing yourself to fall asleep. But even as you drift off, the feeling lingers. The sense of something or someone is out there, watching, waiting. And that was First Base. If you want First Base, Day 3. If you want my content, please subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. See you guys next time.